is going to be happening. The plan for this third slip was this was never going to happen. Even during the construction, this was not going to happen, and yet it is happening. I'm not reassured that it's not going to happen once the construction's done. You suggested that, well, during the fall, we're able to move the parking out of the way, but it sounds like during the summer, we'll be right back to where we were this summer.
So when we get to the summer, the north pier, the north slip and the middle slip will have been completed. At that point, the limit of work there will be pushed back 70 feet? Approximately 70 feet. So that will allow for the turning radiuses of the trucks that will be coming and going.
We won't need to be using the third slip much then, right? I mean, the whole idea is this third slip is a reserve, store boats, not used all the time slip.
No, as I explained last time I was here, that's not the case. That restriction went away.
But
we will be.
The legal restriction went away, but certainly what you promised the community is this third slip was a standby, store the boat. I know you don't have to use it that way, but that's what the community was told, was that this was not going to be increasing usage, was not going to be increasing traffic, was not going to be increasing anything. It's just allowing us to store a boat there. And now that the restriction's gone away, you're telling me that you're going to be using it full as much as you want.
There's actually times where we will be using that slip. The design of the terminal, the slips for that terminal, that there are different elevations to allow because of the tide conditions, the freeboard of the vessels. So there are certain vessels that will be using that slip on a routine basis because they line up better in terms of accessibility.
It's certainly very different than what was presented to us when this proposal came up 5 years ago. It was very clear when you brought it to us early that the third slip was going to be a standby slip and not used on a regular basis. And this is very different, completely different language that you're now stating is an absolute fact. It's very disturbing to hear this now because it's nothing I've ever heard before, and I've been to a lot of the meetings.
Well, again, when we went through the process and we went through the permitting process, there are times we intend on using that slip. Again, we're restricted by the amount of staging we can do on the property. We're restricted on the other side in terms of our operations in Vineyard Haven, in which there's only 2 slips. We build our schedule around those 2 slips in the event that bus weather conditions don't allow us to go into there. We also take into account Sea Streaks activities from New Bedford that go into that area. So there are times, because we had that third slip, will allow us not to have to operate a vessel, because there have been times before where we've had to operate a vessel just to keep it out of the way. So by having the third slip, there are times that we will be able to tie up a vessel. So.
That was the intention all along.
Yes.
That's just a completely dishonest point on the Steamship Authority, because that was never made clear. The intention all along was to use this third slip as heavily as you're going to. This is the reason I don't trust anything that we're told by the Steamship Authority. And the fact you say you're going to keep these trucks off the roads just is a minor issue, but again, I have no faith it's going to happen.